Indeed. All right. That is it for Saturday. No, there's one more on Saturday, December the 28th.
One more.
This is Independence Bowl. This is not rescheduled. There's a new opponent. This was supposed to be Marshall versus Army, but Marshall was gutted by the transfer portal, decimated by opt-outs and injuries as well. And Charles Huff departing, and they backed out of the game. They said we can't field a competitive team and a competitive roster. So they backed out of it, and they were scrambling to find an opponent for Army, which tells me that Army's invested. They want to play this bowl game because they worked hard to try to find a replacement opponent for Army in this game, and they found one. Louisiana Tech is stepping up and is now playing Army here in this bowl game. Army 16.5-point favorites. That's about the price they were favored by against Marshall when this before this line and matchup got reposted. 44 the total. Look, this is Louisiana Tech, credit to them, first of all. You know, they didn't have to step up and say we'll play Army, but they did. That's a credit to certainly them for doing that. Now, is it a team that I trust here? You know, considering all of a sudden, you know, this is what they do have some time, right? 12 days, you know, to try to get some preparation in for this bowl game. And again, you need extra time to prepare for the triple options, usually a good thing for teams. There's no question. And they've afforded themselves enough time to confirm themselves as a replacement opponent for Army that maybe they can step up, do well. And their run defense numbers aren't that bad, quite honestly, here. Louisiana Tech. But that being said, we talked about this earlier, C-Mac and I, with Navy. If I'm going to bet against a service academy in a bowl game, I need a damn good reason to do it. And for Army, you look at the way they were disappointed and very upset with the way that performance went against Navy last weekend, losing the commander. Doesn't it feel like they're going to be all in for this game? And we've seen Army in the past under their current head coach here, Jeff Monken, where they have absolutely not just won games, they've destroyed teams in some of these bowl games. Like I've now know off the top of my head, we've seen some like 51-20 type of routes from Army in the past in these bowl games. And then you factor in Louisiana Tech's just stepping in last minute notice to be the opponent here in this bowl game. Yeah, it's a lot of points to lay in a bowl game, but put it this way, I ain't stepping in front of Bryson Daly, and especially if Bryson Daly plays, and I have a feeling he's gonna, because that's how he's wired. He doesn't want one of the great all-time seasons in Army football to end on a loss like what happened against Navy.
He's going to play. The running back might be out, right?
Kanye Udo.
He's already maybe.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Kanye Udo may not go for Army in this game, but it looks like Bryson's going to play, and I think everyone else should be, pretty much good to go for this bowl game as well. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to lace. It's a lot of points, but it's Army or pass for me. I'm not stepping in front of the Black Knights here. That is for sure. C-Mac, what do you think? Independence Bowl.
I know. I hate that they lost that game. Kind of Daly's worst game, short fields, but the defense wasn't off. But it wasn't their better defense. That's why Army had played so well down the stretch.
They looked fatigued. They looked gassed from Notre Dame, UTSA, Tulane. 3 big, intense games in a row. And I think they just hit the wall. They look fatigued. They look just gassed.
Yeah.
No gas in the tank.
I kind of like, if this goes over here, 17, because I'm already interested here in Louisiana Tech. A dog I took a lot this year, 8-4 ATS. They weirdly don't have the best offense. And in some of these games, they just played to like the score, like whether it was Jacksonville State, 44-37, or games like Western Kentucky, 12-7. Sam Houston, 9-3. They lost that game. UTEP 14-10. They do have a pretty good defense here. Now, can they stop a pissed off Army team in Daly? We'll see, but I think their numbers are pretty good. They got a lot of time, enough time now in the next 13 days. So I'm looking at La Tech here and the points.
All right.
A little opposite here.
Yeah, a little opposite. Well, I don't know if I'm betting Army. I'm just not betting against Army.
I think they're this is a wait for me here, and I'd like to get over 17 would be nice because I'm already moving that way. Like I think they could hang around here. In this
numbers
game.
Aren't bad, Louisiana Tech, so maybe that helps them and the extra time to get ready for this Army team, which is always imperative if you're going to try to perform at your best against them. Having that extra practice time to try to.
I have a feeling in this game. I'd lean under. I think the defense will be better, and I know Daly will be better after that horrific game.
Yeah, definitely.
Lean under too.